It's hard to believe that it's been 24 years since 9/11. It really had a tremendous impact on our nation. You always remember where you were the moment you found that out. I will never forget the day's activities on 9/11 when I was in D.C. serving as the congresswoman.
And can you take us back to September 11th?
I certainly can. Going back to September 11th, I had just returned from a congressional trip to Israel. And at 8 o'clock in the morning, I was meeting with Senator Lieberman for breakfast to tell him about my observations. So I finished our breakfast and I was walking over to my office. I got into my office building and went up the elevator. My office was on the 5th floor of the Cannon office building. As soon as I got off the elevator, my phone rang. It was my office, my staff telling me that a commuter plane had hit the World Trade Center. And I remember thinking, I said, I'm on the floor. I'll be in the office in about 30 seconds so we can have this conversation then. Then my 9 o'clock meeting was already waiting for me. This gentleman wanted to know more about internet gaming. So we start talking about internet gaming, but we keep glancing over to the TV because there's obviously something happening. And we witnessed the second crash into the second building, and that's when we knew there was something very serious going on. While all that was happening, we got a call from my office manager who lived in Virginia and of course came to work every day over the bridge right next to the Pentagon. The plane that went into the Pentagon had flown over the bridge, over her car, and she watched the attack on our Pentagon in real time. And obviously, we knew about what happened at the Pentagon before it hit CNN or anything else, because she was right there. The Capitol Police come in and they say that they are evacuating the buildings and everybody has to leave. I said to the Capitol Police that was directing people, I said, where do I go? Do I go there? Do I go there? He said, take off your shoes and run for your life. And I thought to myself, first of all, if this is my life, I'm not taking off my shoes. I'm going with the shoes. But more than that, it seemed I realized how unprepared we were for this attack. There was no preparations whatsoever. Nobody really knew what we were doing. It was just a matter of getting to safety, and we didn't even know what safety was. In those days, we all had flip phones. We couldn't get in touch with our families. And I know that my kids were both at Bonanza at the time, Bonanza High School, frantically trying to reach me, and the principal had pulled them both out of class, and there was just no communication. I couldn't get a hold of anybody. About 5 o'clock in the afternoon, all of our beepers went off, and it said to assemble in the front of the Capitol. So again, I walked back to the Capitol, and all of the members of the House and Senate were assembling on the steps. I found the Nevada delegation. We just seemed to found each other, and that's when we all sang "God Bless America."
To the ocean, white home, God bless America, my home, sweet home.
It was a very moving, meaningful moment, and we had no idea what was actually happening. I think it's important to acknowledge that day and all the innocent lives that were lost. And so many of our first responders were killed at that time. Obviously, we've had a war against terrorism, and hopefully we're safer now and have systems in place that would warn us in advance of something like that. But I have great faith in our country that anything that we can do, we will do.
Thank you for watching City of Las Vegas TV on YouTube. Be sure to click on that subscribe button to stay looped in on all things City of Las Vegas. We are your community connection.